Everybody of us celebrates birthdays. It's a very special occasion. You have people, you have excitement, a lot of good things and good vibes that come your way. But there's also a lot of waste that gets generated with birthdays, during birthdays, because of birthdays. And here is a reflective video about how you can reduce the amount of waste, the amount of plastic, and make it a little more sustainable, along with it being happy and something that gives you the right vibes. So we'll start with, I think, customary to what is, a birthday, what is to be qualified as a birthday. I think a lot of us think that we need balloons, and balloons, you see that they're 100% rubber or something like that written, or 100% degradable. You see the symbol of recycling and you think that it is recyclable. It is not recyclable. It is not degradable as well. So there are elements that are added to the rubber. It's not completely rubber. There are other synthetic elements that is not possible for it to decompose, or basically can be put into a composting unit. It has to go to an industrial composter. And at many places the industrial composter may not be available for us. So it basically ends up in many places where it goes to rivers, it goes to streams, it basically clogs many of the drains. So it is best that balloons are not used. You could use like old school, go to buntings made of paper that can be reused multiple times, or buntings made from natural elements that are outside. I think go on YouTube, you will find a lot of things. I think secondly is also with regards to gifts. That's also something that's very uh, intimately connected with a birthday party. So when you are receiving gifts, please ensure that you tell whoever is gifting you that, or whenever you're gifting somebody, don't use the shiny wrappers that you get on the outside to wrap that. Give it in a paper wrapping, give it in a wrapping where the wrapping can be reused at many times. And I think best case scenario, give the gift just like that. Give cash, give Google Pay, give UPI transaction, give them a gift card, gift them a course wherein they're able to go for it, and give them something that can be tangibly used instead of reusing multiple gifts that you've got and just pushing it up to different people. Avoid using plastic gifts. Try and go for local indigenous gifts that maybe have a lot more value. At the end of the day, the person that is looking at the gift is not going to look at the gift but the value behind it. So get brownie points on that. I think return gifts, you can always skip the return gift. It's not really mandatory. And even if you're giving return gifts, give vouchers, gift vouchers that has already been purchased for NGOs. Plant a tree in their name. Give a small tree sapling. Any of these could be sustainable alternatives. And I think also in terms of the food waste, try and give the food that is not coming in plastic packaging. No chips, no lays, any of that. So if possible, try and make it at your own place. If it's a very small birthday, if it's a big one, try and make sure there are enough varieties wherein it doesn't feel overwhelming, and just enough, and people are not encouraged to waste. They get whatever they can eat, and they eat whatever they can. And also in terms of maybe give them fruits. Maybe if you have small kids, they bite into a samosa and they feel this is not something that I really like, they can actually take something back home in terms of maybe a fruit or something. So try and give that. And I think all of us in corporate spaces, also in apartments, tend to use Aracanut plates instead, as reusable ones. These are not reusable, provided you actually rewash them and put them back into the system. That's when it becomes reusable. But otherwise, they are single use, and single use is still unsustainable. So there is a lot of carbon emissions. So there's a very long list of things that has happened until it gets to your point, and then you simply use it and throw it. Even then, throwing it's when you have food waste, food element inside, it cannot be completely decomposed. So Aracanut takes a long time for it to decompose. It is still adding to the waste management problem, because on an easy average, there are tons and tons of waste that is coming to the dry waste or the wet waste facilities in whichever place you are. So don't use Aracanut plates. Use steel plates if it's available with you. And if you are using Aracanuts, put it in such a way that it can be reused again, or just tell people that they can wash it and use it as a decorative element, use it for something else. So please make sure of that. Maybe small things like sachets. You could basically, if you're getting samosa, you don't get sachet with that. Get a dabba, or get a glass bottle that basically has the sauce. Put that individually, such that you're reducing plastic waste that comes in. Also, in terms of the packaging, if you're getting a cake, it's possible that you can make it at your own house, or get it from somebody where there is returnable packaging. You can return the outside packaging, return the base that you have, the cardboard base. They can be reused after washing and after drying with to other people. Otherwise, there's a lot of wastage in terms of what could have been a great resource usage for the paper. It simply gets used once and thrown away. And also in terms of plastic knives that you have, that you use for cutting of the cake, this can be completely eliminated. You could use multiple use ones, or things that can be reused again and again. If you're at home, you can use your normal knife. The wood knife is better than a plastic knife, but essentially still not sustainable because it's single use and you throw it off. If you're not throwing it off, if you're using one for multiple birthdays, then that's the best. So these are some of the things that are on top of my mind when it comes to making a sustainable birthday. And I think also it is quite amazing to start off something wherein you on behalf of somebody or on your own birthday start planting trees that can be planted by many organizations. There are many organizations that plant it. So it will be an amazing thing for you to be adding to the future and a sustainable future. So these are some of the tips that could help you make your birthday a little more sustainable. If you have many other things that you found out during the video, and maybe it comes to you later, please feel free to let me know in the comments. Drop me a message on pungidasa@gmail.com, and I hope whenever you have your birthday and you think of these and at least put a few of these into action, and you have a sustainable birthday party. Yeah, that's it. See you.